So I bought this coffee table. It's mid-century and it's really messed up. I'm not sure I can restore this to its original glory, but I'll give it a try. And as you can see, it's in really terrible condition with the stains and marks and scratches. And the worst part of this table is the two bolts that has been drilled through the top down to the legs and the base, I guess to stabilize it. So here I am cleaning the table with some water and soap, but it did not help much. I guess the stains are deep into the wood and the finish. I guess the previous owner of this table wanted to stabilize it, so they used a terrible idea for this. Over the years I have refinished a lot of mid-century coffee tables like this. But no one comes even close to this one. I mean, it's really in bad condition. So we will see how this ends up. The funny thing is that even after removing the bolts, the table was really stable. So I don't know why they did this. But this is of course good news. I really need to find a solution for this. Maybe I find some dowels or I don't know, disguise them somehow. But first I have to remove the original old finish with the scraper. And here I'm replacing the blade to a new sharp one. It really makes the job that much easier. After removing the finish from the top, it's time to detach the legs and give them same treatment. And we will see if I have to reinforce the legs and base to the top when assembling it. The legs are also in really bad condition, so I will use some scraping and sanding after that. And actually I really love the design of the legs. And as always with mid-century furniture, the legs or base are in a cheaper wood. And in this case it's solid oak. Here I'm using the same sanding technique from my last video with some mesh sandpaper that's flexible, so it works great in those kind of areas. And here they are, completely stripped, and all the stains and marks are gone. So my plan is to put teak dowels that I bought and fill the old holes. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm not really sure about this technique or this solution, but I want to give it a try. So this didn't end up the way I thought it would, but I think I have to use some wood filler to fill out the gaps. When scraping the tabletop, many of the scratches and stains disappeared. So I hope the sanding part will do the rest. but I think I have to use some oxalic acid to remove some additional stains later on. And here I'm using 180 grit sandpaper for this gentle sanding. There's also a risk that you will go through the veneer, so you have to be gentle. The sanding did a really good job removing most of the stains, but there's two bigger stains that I have to address, and I'm gonna use oxalic acid for that. I actually ended up applying 3 layers because these 2 black stains that I had, they wouldn't disappear. And here you can see the stains after I applied oxalic acid, but I have to leave this for like 1 hour or 2. And here I am wetting down the surface with just water to see if the stain's still visible. As I mentioned earlier, I used oxalic acid 3 times on this tabletop, and as you can see, the stains are still visible, but I think it's okay. So I messed up with the dowels, but it is what it is, and I use wood filler to fill in the gaps. And the next step will be sanding, and after that I have to paint this in some color to match the grain of wood. So after the table is completely stripped, it's time for some stain. And here I'm using teak stain that I often use in my projects. And the solid legs in oak will look great with this stain. As you can see, it will match the top perfectly. Okay, so this is the hard part. I have to mix some paints to disguise the dowels, and my big mistake here. So this will not be perfect, but I will do it as good as I can, and it will definitely be better than it was before. And here I'm adding some teak oil to the table, but before this step I used some spray lacquer to seal the painted areas. And I think the table came out pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's way better than it was when I bought it. And I think I gave it some new life and hope.